Water, Vegetation and Biodiversity. The award recognises that delivering improved natural resource management and farm productivity outcomes. We received nominations from John Pratt, Nadia and Robert Campbell, and the South Burnett Grazing Network. And a highly recommended goes to the South Burnett Grazing Network. Well done. Now we move on to the winner. And the winner is Nadia and Robert Campbell. So Nadia and Robert, there's your award. And we had difficulty connecting to Nadia and Robert, is that correct? So if you're online, Nadia and Robert, please let us know, but I'll tell other people just what you've been up to. So Nadia and Robert are joint owners of Gundacum Pastoral Company and the Gundacum Station, a 7,000 hectare cattle property, which in the 1950s, when the notions of conservation and sustainable land management was almost non-existent, the Campbell family began operating under the ethos that agriculture can coexist in balance with the natural environment. They have not only prevented the degradation of soils, native vegetation and local wildlife on their property, but have turned the land around to the point where Gundacum Station now supports a variety of native regional ecosystems rich in Australian biodiversity. So well done. And they're coming in now, is that correct? Congratulations, Nadia and Robert. And we'll hand over to you, and you have the floor.
Hi, guys. Can you hear us?
On your award, what would you like to say to all the other nominees?
Congratulations and keep up the hard work. It pays. And yeah, we're quite emotional.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure by the time we get to the 7th award, we'll have this down pat. Okay, so the next award is the Australian Government Partnerships for Landcare Award, which acknowledges partnerships of individuals, groups, networks, or organisations that have demonstrated leadership and achievement in landcare activities. And this year we received nominations from the Alora Landcare Group, Esma Armstrong, OAM, the President of Maroochy Landcare, who's joining us today, Laura Indigenous Land and Sea Rangers, the West Moreton Landcare Group. Hi, I believe Chris Reinhardt and your husband may be tuned in from there, and World Environment Day by Sunshine Coast Environment Council. So first, there is a highly recommended in this category, and it goes to the lady I'm looking at right now, Esma Armstrong, from the President of Maroochy Landcare Group. Well done, Esma. And off screen, she's receiving her award certificate. And now for the overall winner, it's the World Environment Day by Sunshine Coast Environment Council. Congratulations. And we have Derek, who's the president, coming to have a few words with his friends. Over to you, Derek.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you very much. We're really honoured to receive this award, but we're really, really proud of the work that was done last year, faced with the issues associated with the COVID crisis. One of our staff, Natalie, she came up with this really tremendous idea, which brought together, 22 organisations across our coast, 25 ecosystem restoration projects and 43 events all over a period of a month, and we're able to contend with the COVID situation in that particular way. More importantly, it gave us a chance to trial a new and innovative way to look at World Environment Day. So I just wanted to say that a big thank you to all the partners in the organisation of that World Environment Day. There were government organisations and, as I said before, 22 organisations, our member organisations, which we have a great responsibility to support and service here on the coast. So thanks to everybody who was in Environment Day last year. I encourage you to get back into it again this year. We're going to run the same style of event this year, and most importantly, share the ideas and your experiences around to the other member groups. The bigger we can do this, the better it's going to be in terms of restoration on the coast. And one of the most important things is the interdependence that grew between the partner groups. That was really powerful. So now groups who never knew each other before are communicating, and you know, the synergy of building their resources together is great. So thanks.
Well done.
For the award. We're absolutely thrilled by it.
Excellent work.
Thank you. Do we
Yes.
leave now?
You may.
Thank you.
And for those at home, while we just convert, the Sunshine Coast World Environment Day has been going for 41 years. I think I was there in the second year. Just for your amusement, I was wearing drawstring linen trousers selling lentil soup being cooked on a backyard copper with wood fire. So it was started as a very small thing at the local native plant nursery, and now, as we see, grown up to a large partnership, over 43 activities in a month. Well done. So our next award, and Derek would not qualify for this one. It's the Woolworths Junior Landcare Team Award. Okay, the Woolworths Junior Landcare Team Award acknowledges a school, youth, organisation or young community landcare team that contributes to raising awareness, sharing knowledge and promoting participation of landcare amongst young people. The award recognises junior landcare teams who implement landcare practices within their local community or their school. This year, there was only one nomination in this category, and it was in the local Millmerran C&K Kindy, which consists of 18 children under the guidance of Mrs. Robin Cameron. They are involved in multiple aspects of landcare activities with lessons addressing NRM issues from recycling and waste through to pollination and plant growth. Robin conducts regular field trips in the local reserves and gets the kids to explore and enjoy their natural world. Robin thinks that with knowledge comes understanding and passion. So that's the basis of everything she teaches about all things natural. So the judges felt that the Millmerran C&K Kindy nomination demonstrated a program that was doing great environmental education with the students, and so have been awarded an encouragement award. We hope they can build on this success, and we'll see even better outcomes next time. Well done. Are they online or? Next one. Okay, so the next one is the KPMG Indigenous Landcare Management Award. This award acknowledges an outstanding Indigenous community group or individual that is working towards improving land use and or enhancing or protecting an area on behalf of the community. We have 4 nominees. They are Keelan Mailman from Bajara and Hayden Kreisberg from Santos, Laura Indigenous Land and Sea Rangers, Normanby Land Management, and Wapabara Tumra Steering Committee. There was a highly commended in this category, and it goes to Wapabara Tumra Steering Committee. Congratulations. And now the overall winner is the Laura Indigenous Land and Sea Rangers. And as we cross, I'll just read out a little bit about that. The Laura Indigenous Land and Sea Rangers manage their area of the Quinkin National Heritage Landscape holistically, undertaking on-ground work in cultural heritage documentation, biodiversity survey and fire management with 12 years of partnership to monitor water quality and flow in the Laura Normanby catchment. which feeds the wetlands of Rinyira, Lakefield National Park, and enters the Great Barrier Reef at Princess Charlotte Bay. So they looked at issues including sedimentation, traditional fishing holes and story places, pollution from farm chemicals and decreased flow in the Laura River, increasing groundwater extraction and dam construction to expand the upstream Lakeland irrigation area. And we're crossing to them and we have them.
Hi everybody from Cooktown. I'm Councillor Marilyn Morris and I would like to congratulate the Laura Rangers, Indigenous Land and Sea Rangers on this fantastic award and pass over to Sue and Christine.
Well done. So we move now to Steadfast Young Landcare Leadership Award. This award acknowledges the individual or youth group who promote excellence in land care through on-ground projects and awareness-raising activities. Oh, we're just going back. It seems I jumped the ship here.
Okay, we're back.
Thank you very much for the reward and for recognising the hard work that all the rangers have done over the years. Yeah, they've put a terrific effort into looking after their country and their culture. All credit to them, past and present, and hope into the future. And I'd like to make a special thanks to Queensland Indigenous Land and Sea program for funding us, to South Cape York for supporting us, and to Edward Lees for looking after us, the previous coordinator, and also to Veronica Coleman, who was our head ranger that we lost in tragic circumstances. So I'd like to acknowledge the input of so many people over such a long time to look after country.
Hey.
Okay, wonderful. So the Steadfast Young Landcare Award, as I said, it acknowledges an individual or a youth group that promotes excellence in land care through on-ground projects and or awareness-raising activities. We actually have joining us Catherine Stocker, who's the Chief Operating Officer of Steadfast Uniting Agencies, the sponsor in this. Unfortunately, technology prevents us talking to her directly, so I'm going to just impart her message. And she said, on behalf of Steadfast, we'd like to congratulate all the nominees for the tremendous work they are doing to raise awareness, as well as there for their hands-on contribution to safeguard our environment. You are all amazing. Karen can come from a position of knowledge because she's actually a kayaker, and just recently, for example, she's been out kayaking with two friends and collected over 5 kilograms of rubbish from the harbour shores, mainly small and large plastics, masks, drink bottles and cans. And she says that for every kilo of rubbish they are picking up every day, there are hundreds and thousands of kilos of rubbish still out there damaging our environment. She says that all the nominees demonstrate that in your own area of passion, we can only encourage you to keep on doing more and to help in making this place better. And she suggests all of them rock. So our nominees are Emily Davies, Kelsey Harrigan, and Owen Connor Harris. And a highly commended in this category goes to Kelsey Harrigan. Well done, Kelsey. Now the winner is a very impressive young gentleman. The winner is Owen Connor Harris. So Owen, if you're online, please make yourself known. And while you do that, we will read a little bit about what you're up to. Owen's interest in protecting the natural environment started around the age of 3.5. It was a trip to the Australia Zoo Wildlife Hospital. And on that day, Owen decided he was going to raise money for the Wildlife Hospital. And now at the age of 6, he has managed to raise over $20,000. He's raised funds for the Coin Island Turtle Rehabilitation Centre, the Cooberi Park Wildlife Sanctuary. Owen is passionate, dedicated, hardworking, intelligent, authentic and inspirational. He wants others to join his mission for conservation and change the perception of kids and to understand kids, that the kids can be dedicated, show initiative and achieve more than adults normally give them credit for. Excellent work. Doesn't look like we've got him online. So Catherine would like to pass on hers a huge congratulations to Owen. Your contribution goes far beyond what anybody would expect a young person of your age to do. And this demonstrates that age is not a factor. It is your passion and your support network that makes the difference. Well done on an outstanding achievement. Keep up that excellent work, Owen. Well done. So for many years, we've had a good involvement of young people, and it's really good that they get ownership. For example, when you plant trees with young kids and they come back 20 or 30 years to their school or their scout ground, and they proudly show their children the trees that they planted, it makes a real difference, that intergenerational understanding. And we are still hopeful we're going to connect to Owen and his family, and so we'll continue on. I'm sure there would be an opportunity here to look at what we can do, and I'm got Daryl here who's going to talk into my microphone.
I'm just giving you moral support while we wait for Owen.
So Daryl, as everyone knows, is the coordinator of Queensland Water and Landcare. Okay. So now Daryl wants me to tell more jokes. At the start, he didn't want me to tell any. And it's getting even more silly. They're asking me to dance. And we're just about to connect. Excellent work. Welcome.
So if you look into that camera and you can, so I'm Shelley, I'm from Queensland Water and Landcare, and I'm the representative for Fitzroy, and I have with me, lucky enough to have Brittany Lauger, our state member for Capel, and this is Owen Harris. So Brittany, over to you.
Congratulations, mate. Thank you.
A bit heavy?
Well deserved. Thank you. Here, let me help you. It is heavy.
All right.
You're right.
So if you'd like to look at the camera and talk to the people about what you think.
Thank you so much. This is a huge honour. The reason I'm doing this all is because I want to save wildlife, because wildlife can't protect themselves, so we need to protect them. And just me and my friends and family is not enough impact on the environment. We need more people doing this work, because if we had a whole bunch of kids doing all this conservation work, it would make a huge difference for the environment. And if the environment could speak, I'm sure they would say thank you.
We're truly blessed here to have him in on Durrumbul country and Waffleborough country, making a difference. So back to you, Brian.
Well done, Owen. I think he might do this job next time. Okay, we move on to the ACM Landcare Community Group Award. And it's not the first thing that comes up when you do a Google search. It's not the Australian Chamber of Midwives. It's Australian Community Media Group who have sponsored this award. And this award acknowledges outstanding community group that is improving sustainable land use and or undertaking on-ground action to protect, enhance, and restore the natural values of the area on behalf of the wider community. We have numerous nominations for this category. We have Batcare Capricornia, Clifton Landcare Group, Coastal Dry Tropics Landcare, Jamboree Residents Association, Oakley Urban Landcare, Pittsworth District Landcare Association, Springfield Lakes Nature Care, Mary River Catchment Coordinating Committee, and we have the Senior Elder Margaret Thompson and the operational officers Brad Wedlock here today with us. Watergum Community Inc. and Wildcare Emergency Hotline Team. There is a highly commended in this category, and it goes to Jamboree Residents Association. Excellent work. Now for the winner. The winner is Springfield Lakes Nature Care. Well done. Smoothly transfer into the virtual environment. I'll tell you a little bit about them. Since 2017, Springfield Lakes Nature Care has held activities that are proactive in removing litter from waterways, reducing erosion and sediment runoff in the catchment, consisting of 3 lakes and 3 major creeks for a cleaner and greener suburb. Key projects include Clean Up Australia Day and Keep Queensland Beautiful Week events. They raise awareness that their suburb and about adding how they can reduce adding more marine debris, about how to get involved in revegetation, conservation and protection of native flora and fauna, old logging and property development zones. They've partnered with Wildlife Preservation Society of Queensland as part of the Glider Corridor Network program and the National Tree Day events. They've also established a bushcare group with Ipswich City Council, and here they are.
So, hi Queensland, welcome from Glengarvan House between Allara and Warwick. I'm Craig and I'm very pleased today to present the award to Springfield Lakes Nature Care and to President Louise. Congratulations, guys.
So we just sit down there. I'll just walk from there. Yep. Okay. Well, it always happens that I don't think we ever get a chance. I'm Louise Manning, President of Springfield Lakes Nature Care. I said to my husband, I didn't want to speak again, so I just wrote a quick few notes just in case. I just wish to thank all the other nominees who have done such great work in Queensland with caring for our land. And I also want to thank our committee. On my right is Dr. David Menon, and he's our secretary, and Jill Bauer is our new treasurer. I'd also like to thank our Ipswich City Council for allowing us to, or trusting us and allowing us to work on Oakbossum Creek, which is a dry rainforest, to rehabilitate it, and also would like to thank our State Member for Parliament, Sharice Mullen for Jordan, and our Federal Member, Milton Dick from Oxley, for putting our expression of interest in to receive a community environment funding for $20,000, because that really helped our group do some amazing work. I also want to thank the community for getting behind us and getting on board for all our community events, such as Clean Up Australia Day. We do get a lot of litter coming into our lakes, and that young lady that did the kayaking, I know exactly how she feels. One day my husband and I got in a kayak, and I think we collected something like 3 garbage bags of rubbish, and then we started Clean Up Australia Day, and every year we fill up a skip bin, a huge skip bin full of plastics, everything, bottles, you name it, we get it. And even last time we had a kayaker just going and collecting rubbish from one lake, vacuum cleaners. It just seems to be that the lake is a dumping ground, and we like our lakes. We paddle on them, we have schools, so it all goes downstream and it all comes out into Moreton Bay with turtles and everything else. So thank you to all those volunteers, and there's probably hundreds of them that join us every year. I also want to thank the past committee members as well, and also to people who aren't here. Peter Gelding, if you're watching at home, thank you for your work as Vice President, and also to Gillian, our former Vice President. I also want to thank QLD for the awards and the sponsors as well that we have. And with SKU, Wildlife Preservation Society, for helping us get lots of projects off the ground, for helping restore habitat from nest boxing, platypus watch and everything. So thank you once again.
Thank you.
We're honoured. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll head back to the Sunshine Coast. Over to you, Brian.
Well done, Springfield. Now we move on now to the penultimate award, which is the Coast of Care Award. The Coast Care Award acknowledges a community group or network that has contributed to the significant improvement of coastal or marine environment. This may include estuaries, coastal and marine wetlands, river systems, and salt marshes. So the nominees this year are Capricorn Coast Landcare and Friends of Federation Walk. Friends of Federation Walk gets a highly commended. Well done. And you don't have to be a sleuth to work out then that Capricorn Coast Landcare is the winner of the 2021 Coast Care Award. So while we switch to them, the Capricorn Coast Landcare was established in 1987 by Albie Waller and a group of friends. The Junior Landcare program began in 1997 in local schools around the area, a program that has since spread not only nationally, but also globally. In 2005, he received numerous Landcare and Citizen Awards for his efforts. Since Albie's passing in 2017, the group has maintained the Enviro Trail in the grounds of Yeppoon State School and extended the Fig Tree Creek regeneration. Last year, they began a Coast Care project on the dunes at Farnborough Beach. And over to you now.
Hi, everyone. So Brittany's just presented the awards to the boys here. Rain, hail or shine, you'll see them down the beach there. And I literally mean rain, hail or shine. You know, on the mattock, pulling out the guinea grass, and nothing goes backwards. That's about maintenance for these dudes. And they do so much more around raising awareness around environmental issues on the Capricorn Coast. But I'm going to hand over to these boys to say a few words.
I'd like to thank Queensland Water and Land Carers, FBA, Livingston Shire Council for their great support, and also the community in general, really behind us. It's really nice. But most of all, I'd like to give a big thank you to all of our wonderful volunteers who turn out regularly. And they're not just great workers for the environment, they're a great community group as well. So thanks very much.
Excellent work. It's great to see you coming from the Fitzroy Basin Association's Flow Centre. Lovely name. So we're now on to the final award. This is the Australian Government Individual Landcare Award, which acknowledges the significant contribution of an individual who has demonstrated outstanding leadership and commitment to landcare. There are many people who, through their actions, have had a positive impact on improving land management practices through practical on-ground activities and or by creating awareness of landcare in their local community. And this year, we had a number of nominees. They were Alexander Davies, Andrew Glenn, Denzel Brunner, Rupert Russell, Susie Duncan, Walter Mayer, and Yvonne Hennell. Well done to you all. And highly commended by the judges was Susie Duncan. And the winner is Walter Mayer. Excellent work. So while we organise the link, I'll tell you about Wal. Wal has been dedicated and knowledgeable landcarer for over 40 years. Since the 1970s, with his wife, they have restored a 25-hectare banana farm back to its original beauty and now home to a long list of endangered flora and fauna and part of Gold Coast's Land for Wildlife program, receiving nature refuge status in 2012. Wal founded Austinville Landcare in 2005, which has restored 10 kilometres of creek line in the 17 years of its existence. It's part of the Gold Coast Hinterland Pest Management Group and is president of the Water Gum Community Inc. and secured almost $1 million in grants. Excellent work, Wal. Over to you.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you to the Australian Government for the award and to Queensland Landcares. And now I'd like to introduce to you Wal Mayer, the winner of the Individual Landcare Award.
I didn't write that. I didn't found Austinville Landcare. A whole group of us founded that, but I do appreciate the sentiment. I'm with you know, some of my favourite people in the world here. So thanks for that. My chief advisor, Heather, tells me that I'm a hard person to compliment. So I really do appreciate those who nominated me for this. It means a lot to me. On the subject of Heather, for those of you who don't know us, this award is actually a joint award. When I'm organising contractors, one of our Landcare grants, it's Heather in the background paying them. When I'm at the Water Gum working on a new project, Heather is ensuring the finances are in order and making sure everything is shipshape. When I'm weeding on one of our gullies, Heather will be spraying in the other gully. Probably not quite to my standard, but she'll be working away as well. So, yep, we're a team, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a joint award. If you indulge me, I'd like to thank a few people in my 40-year journey. Our nature refuge neighbour, Dave Blomfield. We've had a decades-long partnership together with Heather and turning a weedscape into a beautiful rainforest. And I also acknowledge we couldn't have done it all without council support, the private council, conservation group and council, especially Todd Burrows, who supported us every step of the way. To our Landcare group, we started in 2005. We wanted to kill a few weeds, but we've created one of the most beautiful valleys in the Gold Coast, and something I certainly never expected, but we've developed a lot of lifelong friendships and an awesome quiz team. It couldn't have come without the support of Soraya and Namu, so thanks, Soraya, for your ongoing support there. And I'd like to thank Paul Donahue for his selfless help in getting us money for projects, and Mick, who's just been badgering me for a couple of years to get involved in fire management, and I'm finally getting it. So thanks, Mick. And Water Gum has been a fascinating journey as well. 5 years ago, what looked like a shy little 23-year-old Dutch woman worked for us part-time. At the same time, we were fortunate enough to win a major grant from the Council Catchment Association group in council. Rose proved not to be so shy, and she was by then manager of Water Gum. She absolutely ran with it. She employed a BBC quality public speaker in Emily, and a whole team of environmental doers. These guys have the skills to do anything. I'm sure they could have been high-paid little cryptocurrency whiz kids, but they chose to build an organisation that does good things for the environment, and that I find that very motivating. Just one last point. I once watched a quiz show where the winner donated his prize to help save Tassie Devils. There was almost a noticeable silence when he announced this. It was a bit weird. Normally people choose the Heart Foundation or a hospital. He chose a non-people orientated charity. Support for our fellow man is admirable, but so is supporting the millions of other species that live on this planet. So QL, thanks so much for organising this event. It's a chance to be among your friends, your best friends, and celebrate the work that is helping our landscape, our rivers, and our wonderful Australian animals.
Thank you. We return back to Brian at the Sunshine Coast. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you from the Gold Coast. So that's a great acknowledgement of Wal's life work. And that brings us to the final part of this awards ceremony. It has been an interesting exercise having a hybrid event like this. But I think something that Lyndon said at the very beginning is probably a good way for me to end up. And he talked about how the First Nations people have been doing land care on country for thousands upon thousands of years. That what we did in the late 80s was bring that into a modern movement of custodianship, of an ethic of stewardship. And I think everyone today, every nominee and all those listening have in some way contributed to ensuring that we do care for country and that we do acknowledge the leaders and the elders of the traditional owners of the country, such as the Kabi here on Sunshine Coast, by doing good work in looking after this place. So from me, I'll sign off here. Thank you to all the nominees. Well done to all the people who got highly recommended, and excellent work for all the winners. Congratulations. And we have a yeah, you can join us online. We've got all the people who have been watching from this venue come down to join us, and Mary Lou is just coming back here.
Hello, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this event. Don't go too far, Brian. I have another pleasure at this moment, and it's actually to thank people for their support through this process. It's been a great honour to have this event again for another year, and we look forward to 2023. So brush up your pens, make sure you've got your application for 2023 for our next run of the Queensland State Landcare Awards. Now, Brian, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate. Take this certificate on our behalf, and the My Dilly box that all of our nominees received through the mail. I hope you enjoyed that. They're a beautiful box.
Well, thank you.
And of course, where would we be without our Landcare Woolworths Award?
You can never have too many of them.
And to cap it all off, here's a hat.
Oh.
And here's another hat. And just for the Coast Care, which you have a quite affinity to, there's another hat. And this one's got a bit of age to it, but we won't consider that.
Oh,
enjoy.
Things with a bit of age are always good.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to also thank our other little nodules that we had. So from Glengullen, hello, Craig. Thank you very much for your participation. And of course, Landcare in the Gittins family was like the fifth child. So of course, my poor children have been rung in all over the years to do odd jobs. And so Christopher, our son, is also there at Glengullen. He's doing a bit of the media for Craig, being a bit of a partner there. Thanks, son. Okay, lucky I've got 4 children to do work around. And then we have Brian and Rose from down at the Gold Coast. Fantastic job, thank you. And then we have right up at Cooktown from one end to the other, we have Jason and Emma. Fantastic. And then Shelley from Rockhampton with her group that was there. It was great to have you all there. Now, within our realm here, I would like to ask Daryl, our QWalk CEO, to come forward. He has been involved with State Landcare Awards for years and years. So Daryl, on behalf of QWalk,
Thank you.
would you accept this certificate of appreciation?
Yes, I will.
And you may have a sniff in the box.
Oh,
What's it smell like?
Is it coffee?
Yes, it's coffee.
Not alcohol.
No, it's coffee. That's the key word. Thank you.
And I just want to reiterate, thank you very much, everybody.
Excellent. And of course, our Natalie. Natalie has done a wondrous job with the hydro job. It's, you know, getting us all in tune, whip cracking, hands-on. What a great job. Please come forward, Natalie. Please accept this on behalf of QWalk. Thank you very much. And there's a hat of old tricks here and a few other little goodies in there. So please enjoy. Thank you. Oh, fantastic. Big hand for Natalie. All right. Now, the most exciting, well, one of the exciting things too, our awards. So for the past 3 State Landcare Awards, we have had Ben in the family. So come Ben. Ben is actually Daryl's son-in-law. So Ben, as a memento of your fantastic work, which we hope you continue, we have had a display and a thank you for your work, because it is a gift what you give us. Be quiet. And so it is really fantastic. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that so
thank
much.
You.
Thanks, Mary Lou.
Okay,
And
enjoy.
Thank you to everyone else involved as well. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Okay. Lastly, the audience, thank you for attendance at this event. Landcare Awards show, you're showing your support for us all by being here, and the wonderful nominations that we had from the state. Be safe wherever you may go, and have a good afternoon. Thank you.
That was wonderful. And congratulations. Right back there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we need to